everyone, welcome back to Modern Retro Gal. My name's JL in case you're new to my channel, and today we are going to do favorites for March. I know it's like the middle of April already, but I do what I want. So I have a few favorites for March. Some products were new to me, but I fell in love with them right away. Some products I have had and have been just really grabbing for the whole month. So there's not a ton here, but there's some good ones. So where am I going to start? Also, I feel like I say this in every video, but the lighting may be a little wonky today because of course, today is the only day that I can film before we leave for our trip. And it's raining. It's not going to rain any other day this week except today. Isn't that lovely of the weather? I know. I need to get proper lighting. I'm going to work on that. I really am, I promise. I'm going to sit down and talk to my husband, let him know what I want, and I think I should be able to afford it really soon. So I have a few beauty products, a few hair products, and nail products. Let's start with the nails. So these are my nails. I did them myself, and the products are from a company called Madame Glam. This is the polish. This is a gel polish system. Do it at home yourself. This is a cruelty-free and vegan company, which is really cool. They are also 5-free, which is like 5 toxic. So they are a 5 toxic ingredient product free company. That makes sense. So the shade that I bought is called Back to Cali. It is a nude color, but it has like this pinky lavender undertone. I have a shot of my nails on my Instagram at Modern Retro Gal, so if you want to see a little bit in better light what this looks like, it's on there. And then I have the base gel and the top gel, and then I bought their like mini like travel LED light. They have LED and UV lights, and I recommend getting an LED light. Number one, it does not take as long to cure as the UV light. And number two, they've already started to find that people who use UV lights for their nails, they're starting to find skin cancer on the fingers because it is the same UV light that you want to protect yourself from the sun. So they do also have full-size LED and UV lights. For me, because of budget reasons, I purchased the little travel size one. It has like this port thing. What is this called? USB port. It also comes with a wall plug. The only downside is that this plug, to be a wall plug, is really short for where you're going to be doing your nails. It's not a lot of room. So this I think is really meant to be like if you're going to be in a hotel. Usually most of the hotels now, if they have some kind of like a writing table, there'll be like a USB port that you can plug it in. This retails for I think $34.95, and then I think each one of these is $19.95. If you purchase 4 products on your first purchase, you get 40% off. So that's why I went ahead and did it. I think in all it was like $65, I want to say, for everything. Yeah, I think around like $65, around that price range for all 4 products. They also do a monthly subscription box. So if you're really into nails, you can get 3 polishes for $29.95 a month. So that's a really good deal considering one of these is $19.95. They have all ranges of finishes as far as, you know, they've got like matte, or I guess it would be cream. You know, there's no sparkle in it. They have glitter, they've got metallic, so they have tons and tons of colors. Great shade range. So really anything that you're into, you can find. Oh, something's in my eye now. That felt great. The other thing that I found, it took me a couple of times to get used to using this product. All of the nail polishes, either the base gel, the top gel, and the regular gel polish, are a much thicker consistency than I'm used to using with regular nail polish. So you really want to make sure that you scrape a lot of product off, because if it goops kind of all over your nails and then you cure it with the LED light, that is going to, it's all going to be cured like that. Like, you can't scrape it off without kind of affecting all of the color on the nail after you've cured it. So you really want to make sure to use thin coats of this product. So you really have to kind of like scrape it off of the, let's see if I can open it. You really want to kind of make sure that you're like, you know, really getting the minimum amount of product that you need to do your nails, because it does sort of like spread once it's on the nails. So I really do like it. It's been really easy. It lasts just as long as getting it done in the nail salon. So I've been really happy with it, and I'm really excited to add more shades to my collection. So the next product I have, I think this is called, what is this thing called? I don't have the box for it anymore. I think this is called like Flawless Touch. I will link it down below. It looks like this. It's basically, it has a little light. It is like a electric razor for your face. Yep. I love this. This is not as smooth of a removal as if you were to get eyebrow razor things, or even just a regular, you know, men's razor and shave your face. I do have peach fuzz on my face. Most of us do. But I find this works really well. It gets it down to a very like minimal length to where it's really not noticeable anymore. It really doesn't affect the way my makeup sits on my face. It doesn't, you know, I have very blonde hair, and because of that, sometimes it can sort of discolor the hair, and then it, you know, will kind of like stick up and stuff, and I just hate it. So this is really easy to use. It does work the best at getting the shortest cut the first time you use it when the hair is fully grown out. However, I did notice after about a week and a half when I went back to use it again, it does get it cut down to a very minimal length. So I'm able to use it, you know, all over my face, down my neck, anywhere where I have fuzz. This does not irritate my skin at all. I was doing like the shaving with the little, you know, eyebrow razor things, but I was starting to find that even though I was switching out the razors really regularly and making sure that they were clean before I used them, that it was just really irritating my skin. My skin just really did not like it. So I got this. This like is on infomercial. This is in the Target section with the, you know, as seen on TV. It's $19.95. They have replacements for the head. So if you find that it's not taking the hair off anymore, you can get replacements. So when you shave it, this piece comes off, and then all of the hair is collected in here. Super easy to use, travel friendly. Nobody would ever know what this is, so you don't have to worry about like if you have it in your cabinet that anybody's gonna be like, she's got a razor that she's using on her face or whatever. I don't know. It's just easy for travel, and it doesn't look like what it is. So next up in the like non-makeup category is going to be this, my hair color from Arctic Box. It's going to be a little bit hard to see the true color right now. This is probably about 2 shampoos of fading. So I use the shades Sunset Orange and Cosmic Sunshine. I mix these together. I go pretty, almost half and half. Not quite half and half. I like that really like orangey ginger copper color. So after I have kind of lifted my roots a little bit to like a coppery blonde shade, then I mix these and put them on together. I'm still kind of working out the ratio. At first I was just using the Sunset Orange, but this pulls a little redder than I wanted, so I've started adding the Cosmic Sunshine to it, and the yellow sort of cuts out the red because yellow and red make orange. So this is great. This is a semi-permanent, but it lasts a really good amount of time on the hair. I would say, you know, a couple of months, a month to a couple months. It will just sort of kind of continue to fade. And I really do like how this fades out. Their color ranges fade out really, really nicely. It is vegan. It is not tested on animals. You do not need peroxide or ammonia. You don't have to add anything to this. You just put it straight on the hair, let it process for, it says a minimum of 30 minutes. I leave it on as long as I can, usually an hour, a couple hours, something like that. And then I rinse it out. You do want to rinse this with cold water. This works better with cold water. So you are going to have to be washing your hair and rinsing in a cold shower. That's the only downside. But the other great thing is you can sort of add a little bit to some conditioner and use it to keep your color fresh throughout the months while you're washing your hair. So I will put a link for everything that I'm mentioning down below if I can find it. So if you want to shop, you can. Next up is a highlighter. I know I've talked about this before. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. This is the shade Blossom. I don't believe that I have put this in a favorite because I've only done like one other one, and I don't think this was in my favorite last month, but I don't remember. And I didn't look back and check. If I did, it's still a favorite. So this is a pink like highlighting liquid. You can add it to foundation. You can just put it on your face. It kind of looks like that. Let me put a little bit more on so you can sort of see. But it's just like this really pretty like pink iridescent shade, but I love it as a cheek highlight. Sometimes I put it on my skin before I put on my foundation. Sometimes I'll just use a wet beauty sponge. And I can very gently tap it on after I've done my powder products, and it doesn't disturb. But I do recommend if you do it on top of powdered products that you do use like a wet beauty sponge, either a beauty blender or the beauty sponge from Real Techniques. Just sort of tap it on with your finger initially, and then or tap it in with the sponge, and then just really gently tap it on top of the skin, and that works out really well. So next up, I have a couple of products from Pixi. First are the Pixi by Petra Matte Last Liquid Lipstick. Right now I have the shades Really Rose and Pastel Petal. It's actually what I have on my lips right now. I've been wearing these a lot since I bought them. I absolutely love this formula. I will swatch these so you can see. This is what the doe foot applicator looks like. So it's got a really nice shape. It's really easy to apply the product to your lips. It is a little more flexible than I would really prefer, but it does work really nicely. All the shades are kind of more of a like soft, more on the nude side, but these shades I think are just really pretty for spring, and if you just want like a kind of like softer, more romantic lip. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They have really nice, they're really nice for that. So I do plan on getting all of the shades. I think there's like 6 now, because they did add like a really like bright pink. So again, this is the Really Rose, and this is the Pastel Petal. This is like more of a pinky nude. There is a couple other nudes that have more of like that orangey beige undertone to them, but I think these are great for bridals. So I'm gonna have a set for personal use, and I'm gonna have a set for my bridal makeup, but I just think they're really pretty. So I have really rose all over, and then I have pastel petal just a little bit tapped on the inside, just for a little, the middle on my lips, just for a little highlight. Also from Pixie by Petra, the Brightening Peach Correction Concentrate. I am like getting down to the bottom of this thing. I'm trying to use this sucker up. This has been really great for my dark circles. They are still a little bit prevalent, so I do want to get the brightening. I think it's orange. It's a little bit darker, and I'm hoping that will help to cancel out the dark circles a little bit better. But I've been really actually impressed with this. It's really helped to cut down on just how dark my dark circles are. I know I talk about it a lot, but it's just on my face all the time, so it annoys me. But I've been really impressed with this. So I do think it's worth checking out if you're struggling with getting dark circles covered up. Basically, the way I use this is I put my foundation everywhere except for under my eyes. Then I put this on, then I top with concealer. And I like doing that. That way I'm not layering too many products under my eyes, because I'm going to be 38 and I'm starting to get, you know, I can't put that much underneath here anymore. Once it's powdered, it doesn't look super great. So I find that if I use this and some concealer and just powder enough to get that set and not overdo it, that it doesn't look like dry and creepy and gross underneath my eyes. Last but not least, this is from Pretty Vulgar, the Make Me Blush in Hush Blush. This has been pretty much the only blush that I have been using like the entire month of March. If I put makeup on, I used this blush. I love it so much. I have it on my cheeks today. I know I've talked about it and used it before. This is a really great blush. If you can find this blush, you need to get it and have it in your makeup collection. It lasts really well. It doesn't, there's not a lot of like strong fading with this. It's just a beautiful color. It works really well with a lot of different type of makeup looks. It's just, it's so pretty. I just love it. So I know swatches are probably not going to be that great today because of the lack of sun, but that is it on my hand. So that is it for me for today. Those are all of my favorites for the month of March. I hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe got some ideas if you felt like your makeup has been a little stale or didn't really know. I know not a lot of this stuff is super new, but I don't think products have to be new to be exciting. So yeah, that's it for me. My next video will be up on Thursday. I will be at Viva Las Vegas. We are leaving Wednesday. So I don't know. Well, I know I won't have a video up on Monday. Hopefully my brain will be recovered on Tuesday and I can film again then and let you know how everything went. So that is it for me. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you as part of the family, so please be sure to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to click also the little bell for notifications. That way you will be notified every time I upload and you won't miss out on any videos. So if you are going to Viva Las Vegas, be sure, if you see me or Jennifer or Heather, be sure to grab one of us and say hello. We will be doing a Classy Chicks Vintage Flicks meetup on Friday at the piano bar from, I think it's from 8 to 9. I think that's when it is. Should be around there. I know Jennifer posted it on her channel, Vintage Vanity, so I will link that video down below. and that way that will confirm the time. So that is it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're all doing great, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.